What is going on, basketball fans, and welcome back to NBA GOAT News. And what a showdown we witnessed last night at TD Garden as the Golden State Warriors took on the Boston Celtics in a game packed with drama, intensity, and standout performances. Let's break down how it all went down. Stephen Curry, fresh off his return from an ankle injury, showed no signs of slowing down. He put up a stellar 27 points, leading the Warriors to a hard-fought 118-112 victory, marking their fifth consecutive win and bringing their record to 7-1. Curry wasn't alone in his effort. Buddy Hield stepped up with 16 points, and Andrew Wiggins added another 16. The Warriors were locked in defensively, especially after a rough visit to Boston last season when they suffered a massive 52-point defeat. On the other side, Jason Tatum continued to show why he's one of the league's elite, dropping 32 points and carrying the load for the Celtics, who were without Jaylen Brown for a third straight game due to a hip flexor injury. Derek White also delivered, scoring 26 points and grabbing 6 rebounds. The game tightened late in the fourth quarter, with the Warriors clinging to a 115-112 lead. Draymond Green stepped up to hit a crucial free throw with just 11 seconds left. Kyle Anderson then put the game to bed with 2 more free throws in the final seconds. One of the game's key sequences came when Curry's layup was partially blocked, but Kevin Looney cleaned up with a putback. Seconds later, Hield buried a dagger three-pointer, extending the Warriors' lead to 7 and sealing the deal. Golden State dominated the paint, scoring 52 points compared to Boston's 36. That physical edge made the difference. The Warriors leave Boston with a win and momentum firmly on their side, while the Celtics, now 7-2, look to regroup and hope for Brown's return to boost their offense. It was a night of big plays, unexpected stars, and a showdown that had Lakers fans holding their breath. Let's break down everything that went down in Memphis last night. Morant came out strong, putting up 20 points before an unfortunate hamstring injury in the third quarter that cut his night short, but that didn't stop the Grizzlies from taking control. Jalen Wells and all-star Jaren Jackson Jr. stepped up in a big way, each dropping 20 points to help seal the deal for Memphis. But the real showstopper, the Grizzlies' deep-range shooting, a rare sight but a game-changer on this particular night. The key moment of the game, Jay Huff's incredible stretch where he sank 3 consecutive triples and followed it up with a hustle play that led to an emphatic reverse dunk. This sequence stretched Memphis' lead to 85-71 and sent the crowd into a frenzy. On the other side, LeBron James was in full superhero mode, putting up 39 points and doing everything he could to carry a short-handed Lakers squad, missing Anthony Davis and Ryu Hachimura. But it was clear he couldn't do it alone, especially with the Lakers shooting just 25% from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Memphis stayed hot from downtown, shooting an impressive 48% by the midpoint of the fourth. That shooting, combined with a strong paint presence, thanks to the absence of Davis, allowed the Grizzlies to dominate. The Grizzlies came out on top 131-114, showcasing their depth and resilience even without their coach, Taylor Jenkins, who missed the game due to a personal loss. Hats off to the assistant coach and leading his team to a victory. The Lakers will be hoping for better luck and better health in their next matchup. Last night, the Dallas Mavericks put on a show in front of their home crowd, dominating the Chicago Bulls 119-99. It was a statement win as Luka Doncic dazzled once again. Doncic led the charge with an impressive 27 points and dished out 13 assists. The man was unstoppable, orchestrating the Mavericks offense with pinpoint precision and flashy plays. And he wasn't alone. Kyrie Irving chipped in with 17 points, weaving through defenders and showcasing the signature handles magic. Daniel Gafford, stepping up in a big way, logged a season-high 24 minutes and matched Irving's 17 points. He filled the paint with authority, giving Dallas a crucial edge in the absence of starting forward PJ Washington and center Derek Lively. Dallas flexed their firepower early, launching a 17-0 run in the first quarter that left the Bulls scrambling and gave the Mavs a comfortable 22-9 lead. The Bulls struggled from beyond the arc, attempting 42 threes but converting only 12 of them. Nikola Vucevic put up a solid fight, leading Chicago with 14 points and 10 boards before sitting out on the fourth. But it was rookie Matis Buzelis who surprised everyone, stepping up with 13 points and 9 rebounds, a breakout performance in just his third game. Dallas capitalized on every opportunity, scoring 28 points off turnovers and dominating in the paint 60-48. But the second half, the Mavericks had stretched their lead to 30 points, sealing the deal and improving to 2-2 on their homestand. It was a night of heart-stopping action in Charlotte as the Hornets battled the Detroit Pistons in a thriller that came down to the wire. Miles Bridges lit up the scoreboard with an impressive 27 points, while LaMelo Ball was in his bag, dropping 25 points, including 5 long-distance daggers. But it was rookie Brandon Miller who stole the show in the most dramatic way possible. On the Pistons side, Cade Cunningham was a force, notching a triple-double with 20 points, 10 boards, and 10 assists. Jaden Ivey chipped in with 21 points, keeping Detroit competitive all night long. With the Hornets clinging to a 1-point lead and the clock ticking down, disaster struck. Brandon Miller got caught in a double team and lost the ball. Ronald Hollins seized the moment, racing down the court for a go-ahead layup with just 6.3 seconds left. The Pistons bench erupted and the Hornets crowd fell silent. But it wasn't over yet. Charlotte had one last chance. Grant Williams let fly a three, and when it rimmed out, who was there to save the day? Brandon Miller. The rookie redeemed himself, snatching the rebound and banking in the winner at the buzzer. The Hornets snatched the victory from the jaws of defeat, 108 to 107, and Brandon Miller's clutch moment turned the tide from heartbreak to heroics. And what a game last night between the Atlanta Hawks and the New York Knicks. The fans in Atlanta were treated to an absolute thriller that went down to the wire, with number 1 overall Zachariah Rischisheer stealing the show. That's right, folks, the young star was electric, dropping a season-high 33 points, pulling down 7 rebounds, and filling up the stat sheet with 3 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Rischisheer showed exactly why he was the top pick, playing with poise and confidence beyond his years. The Hawks, trailing 110 to 105 with under 3 minutes to go, needed a spark. And boy did they deliver. Trae Young bounced back in a big way after a tough outing against Boston, finishing with 23 points and 10 assists. But it was Atlanta's late-game heroics that truly sealed the deal. The turning point? Clint Capella's thunderous fast-break dunk off a perfect dish from Trae with 46.9 seconds left. That play capped a decisive 13-1 run, putting the Hawks up 114 to 111 and electrifying the home crowd. But let's not forget the Knicks' standout performer. Karl Anthony Towns was an absolute force with 34 points, 16 boards, while Jalen Brunson added 21 points. The Knicks were on fire from deep, hitting 22 of their 47 attempts, but it just wasn't enough against Atlanta's late push. Jalen Johnson also played a massive role for Atlanta, racking up 23 points and a monstrous 15 rebounds to help secure the win. The Hawks' resilience after a crushing loss to the Celtics showed their character, and Rischisheer's breakout game gave fans a glimpse of the bright future ahead. Final score, Hawks 121, Knicks 116, and the Hawks bounced back in style, with Zachariah Rischisheer making a statement. And what an absolute showdown it was in Denver. The Nuggets, already facing adversity with key players Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray sidelines, found themselves staring down a determined Oklahoma City Thunder squad. But this is where the legend stepped up. Enter Russell Westbrook. He led the Nuggets charge, 29 points, igniting the crowd with every move. And who else but the Joker? Nikola Jokic with an MVP-worthy performance, a staggering 23 points, 20 boards, and 16 assists. This wasn't just a stat line, it was a masterclass in playmaking. But let's talk Christian Braun, stepping up when it mattered most with 24 points, showcasing the depth of the Nuggets roster. And just when the Thunder thought they had control, Michael Porter Jr. flipped the script. After a quiet first half, he roared back with 21 of his 24 points, keeping Denver's hopes alive. The Thunder, led by a brilliant Jalen Williams, who nearly pulled off a triple-double, and their ever-clutch Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, were no pushovers. They pushed Denver to the edge. With 16 seconds left, the pressure was on Peyton Watson, missed free throws, momentum swinging, game hanging in the balance. But redemption was just a heartbeat away. Watson on the defensive end made the play of the night, rejecting Gilgeous-Alexander's drive to seal the win. The Nuggets, overcoming a 16-point third-quarter deficit, showed their championship DNA with a 124-122 victory. The Thunder handed their first loss of the season, but proved they're a team to watch. If you want more NBA highlights, recaps, and games like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.